two players absolutely capable and absolutely worthy of going through to finals. Let's find out what happens. Raxxaz versus PinkRoid. It's time for match 2, set 1 of our semi-finals. It's pick and ban time. Let's get it on.
Here we go. Summoners, best out of 5. Raxxaz versus PinkRoid. Oh, semi-finals. Valantis, Oliver, pre-bans.
Oh, interesting stuff. PinkRoid decides to pre-ban the Valantis. He fears that unit. Now, of course, one player is always going to pre-ban Oliver, and that is going to be the player that isn't taking the first turn.
There we go. PinkRoid taking that tablet first pick very, very quickly. We saw Raxxaz use tablet earlier on. Raxxaz picking up the Maw and the Changpang.
We know that these two players have extremely similar playstyles. There's no surprise to see them digging in each of the boxes almost as soon as the match has begun. That Tableau being a first pick from PinkRoid is a huge surprise. Usually on the ladder you would never see that, but this is SWC with pre-bans, you knowing what the other player plays, and we know that Raxxaz loves to use the Tableau himself.
Exactly right, boss. Here we go. PinkRoid drafting up that Dominic Marshall for 2nd and 3rd unit, paired with his 1st unit Tableau. Raxxaz, 3rd and 4th unit. Oh, Shizuka and the Xerath!
No way, Killer, no way. Xerath! I love to see it. Let's see if this Xerath is gonna do some serious damage. We know it's a really good combination with the Shizuka, actually. If Xerath gets taken down, Shizuka can just revive him and use his skills.
Yeah, but we know Xerath has Pinky's trademark, and Raxxaz has taken it away from him. PinkRoid with the final 2 picks. What will he fill in those 2 slots? Goes with the Jemaya and the Escher locked in for PinkRoid. 1 more unit to pick up for
right.
Raxxaz.
Yes, yes, yes. PinkRoid really wants that first turn. What is Raxxaz going to do to deny that first turn? Is he going to bring something like a Leo? Is that going to be enough damage mitigation against the pure aggression of PinkRoid? He's gonna have to, because I don't think Raxxaz can do anything to steal the first turn from PinkRoid, because he only has 1 speed lead and no unit to help him take the first turn like an attack bar booster.
There we go. Raxxaz picking up that Trident for the final unit, locks it in the bans. Curious to see what it will be.
Well, how wrong I was. He is going to take out, I think, the Triton. Pick up signals a ban on the Escher, because the Escher is the only unit can really stop the Triton.
We saw the Xerath getting banned, the Escher getting banned. Both players opting in with 24 speed lead. Who is taking this first turn? This is our first set. 2 friends playing it out. Best of 5. Trident with the first turn. Will he manage to strip and push back? Goes, manages to strip everything. Marsha cuts in. Fast link onto Trident. Misses the defense break, but has the wheel up more with the rolling spike. Gets the stun on the Tableau.
That is a nice stun on the Tableau. It was unfortunate that tried to miss that attack by reduction on the Masher, but it doesn't matter. He landed the all-important strips, and that is a huge proc killer.
That's what we call a luck sack. These both players say that word. Shizuka, all things in and in nature. Trident with the skill 2 AoE silence goes for it. Lands it on Jemaya as well. 2-turn silence on all 4 units.
You could call it a lack sack, you could call it pure skill. They also like to use that phrase, and it's looking like Raxxaz is in a very, very dominant position. I cannot see how PinkRoid can come back from here.
There we go. Who we got? Changpang taking a turn right now. He's thinking about where he will direct his damage. Goes onto the Dominic. Shizuka, past life spell. Will he use it on himself or one of his units on the field? Goes onto the Changpang, gets an additional turn with the skill 1, possibly stripping that Masha. No, it goes onto Dominic.
Yeah, the Dominic can do some serious damage. Glancing does not affect the damage he deals on his passive, so he wants to take out that Dominic first, especially because it also leeches life.
There we go. Huge additional turn, giving him an opportunity to take out that Trident. No, directs the damage onto Changpang. Marsha takes out that Trident with the skill 1. Fast link is, available from... Marsha goes onto the Changpang.
Yeah, she's saving her 2nd skill in order to use it on Changpang once he doesn't have immunity on himself anymore. So PinkRoid is actually the first player to take out a unit, but it doesn't matter when Changpang procs.
Wow, Changpang with another additional turn. Serious matter, possibly changing this whole game. Here we go. Shizuka with another additional turn. Past life spell. Will he put it up on Changpang, reducing his skill cooldown? Marsha, will you take out that Changpang?
Well, I can't really see how PinkRoid can make his way back from here. It looks like this is going to be one of the first sets that PinkRoid has to drop in an entire SWC so far, and is to his good friend Raxxaz.
It certainly is. I mean, fellas, PinkRoid losing the first game, huge!
Yeah.
Huge! But at the same time, I mean, how pivotal as well, Baus, was exactly which units are we taking into game number 2.
Exactly right, Adam. PinkRoid dropping that first set since EU prelims to the cup. Here we go, pre-banning phase is in now. Raxxaz versus PinkRoid. It is advantage Raxxaz with 1-0.
It's a really interesting situation in this match where Raxxaz and PinkRoid both share the Raxxaz, but on top of that, Raxxaz also has the Volantis. PinkRoid does have the Tianlang, but Tianlang is not super strong in this matchup because there's not so much attack by increased units, only attack by reduction, apart from the more. Oh, okay.
More and more get banned out. Pre-banned. They both looked at each other and laughed.
We're even less likely to see the Tianlang in this match now.
Or the more. We won't see them all.
We're very, very, very unlikely, almost impossible to see them all.
Raxxaz with the first pick, picking up. I'm not sure what unit he's going to go. He's actually thinking about it because both players do have a similar play style. So whatever he picks up first, we know PinkRoid is surely to counter it and pick up another unit that he doesn't have. Raxxaz goes with the Oliver. PinkRoid goes with the Shizuka. Possibly a Shizuka Juno. He took the Juno out.
Yes, indeed. Really, really interesting draft indeed. Oliver, this is one of the first ever matches Oliver has gotten to see daylight, and Raxxaz, of course, picking it up immediately. I'm really surprised that PinkRoid did not pre-ban the Oliver.
And there we go, PinkRoid picking up Shizuka and Marshall for the first and second unit. Raxxaz taking his time to consider the draft against PinkRoid. Praha and Changpang again. Changpang, we saw that Changpang Violent proc so many times in that last match.
Why not Changpang Praha? Such dominant units, both with an AoE strip, both with ability to do a really powerful crowd control third skill and some really nice damage from additional damage artifacts. Raxxaz managed to pick up 3 of the most dominant units in the meta at the moment.
There we go, PinkRoid picking up Chiwu and a Cigar for third and fourth unit. That is very interesting from PinkRoid. These both players are taking more time to decide what to pick than the matches themselves.
Wow, a Chiwu. A Barbo liked to pick up the Chiwu earlier. It didn't work out super well for him against Raxxaz, but Raxxaz has dug into PinkRoid's box so hard already that PinkRoid has to resort to a Chiwu. He has to resort to a Cigar. What are the runes like on these units? We know PinkRoid has incredibly strong runes and artifacts, but he's really having to pick up some less commonly picked units now.
There we go, Raxxaz picking up the Miles and Volantis for the final 2 units. PinkRoid brings out the Douglas for the final unit as locked it in. The bans.
Oh, we love to see it. The Douglas. Is Raxxaz going to ban out the Douglas? Or is he going to rely on Praha or Miles, whichever stays in the match, to take out the Douglas? Is that a must ban or is it not? PinkRoid is really difficult for him. He's probably going to have to ban out a water unit anyway because he is so heavy on fire. Miles or Praha, that is the choice.
And waiting to the last second, Miles gets the ban. Douglas gets the ban. Oliver speed lead. Chewy speed lead. Locked in. Raxxaz with the 33 speed lead. PinkRoid with the 24% speed lead. It is 1-0 Raxxaz's way. We got the Chiwu moving first on PinkRoid's side, managing to only strip 2 out of the 4 units. That is huge. Masha follows up after this Chiwu. Ooh, additional turn! Almost taking out that Volantis.
Really unfortunate for PinkRoid that he missed those 2 strips, but he had a nice proc on Masha. He was lucky that Volantis did not revenge, so RNG has gone both ways on this occasion.
There we go, Shizuka with all things in nature available. Oh, look at all the debuffs Shizuka has put onto Raxxaz's side. Chiwu doing some damage onto Volantis. Masha taking out Volantis. Oliver going onto the Shizuka. Changpang, another additional turn. PinkRoid sitting very comfortable with all that will.
We know that the Shizuka Masher combo is a really, really threatening one. Even though PinkRoid has had to pick a Chiwu, it was a nice pick. It made sure he got that first turn, managed to do some good damage into that Volantis, which has now been taken out. And PinkRoid is looking really nice indeed. Praha is Raxxaz's main way to deal with that Masher, but I don't know if that is enough at all.
Oh, this is so exciting to see Chiwu sleeping that Changpeng with the skill 1 for 2 turns. Masha doing some serious damage onto Oliver, landing a defense break. Oliver putting that damage onto the Cigar because he was provoked. Here we go. Chiwu with the skill 1 again. Oh! Landing another sleep onto Oliver Masha. Another violent turn taking him out this field.
Wow. Just wow. PinkRoid might have had to dig deep into his box to pick up that Chiwu and pick up the Cigar, but it didn't matter because PinkRoid's rune depth and quality is so high, as is Raxxaz's, of course, and absolutely doing their work. Some really nice speed, really fast Chiwu there, and PinkRoid is looking in a dominant position now.
I don't think I've seen that Changpeng take 1 turn. Every single time it was additional turn, but it doesn't matter because Masha has taken him out of the field. Here we go. PinkRoid with a comeback. It is 1-0 PinkRoid versus Raxxaz.
Yeah, it really is there. PinkRoid there showing who is boss, coming back straight away there, and Marsha strong, but it's like a digital sword fight.
Yeah.
It's just back and forth, back and forth. We love to see it. Right, PinkRoid and Raxxaz now 1-1 apiece here in the semi-final, and we're on to set 3 here. 3 games left, potentially 2. All depends who can take the next couple of matchups. So let's see what happens here. It's time for the pick and bans. They're going for being the first turn. They're going for speed. Let's see what happens. Bows Killer, take it away.
Summoners, it is 1-0 best out of 5 pre-bans are in. We've got the Oliver and the Volantis pre-ban. We've got PinkRoid drafting up that Moore for his first unit and locked in very quickly.
PinkRoid mixing things up. Previously, he first picked the Tableau. This time, he does want to pre-pick the Moore because Moore just has more in his kit. Literally, the Water Ryu, because he has the AoE strip attacked by reduction. And Raxxaz now has lost a unit that is really key to his draft. I wonder if he's going to pick up the Tableau really early.
I would love to see those runes on these units. Raxxaz picking up the Tableau and the Changpeng.
Oh!
For his first and second unit. PinkRoid, Taurus Leah Flex. But he's just having some fun. But will he actually pick him?
I mean, it's not a bad pivot. Not bad at all, but it's not really PinkRoid's style. And it's too much to gamble, I think, to pivot this early on Killer.
There we go. PinkRoid picking up the segment and the Dom for the second and third unit.
I do like those picks. Interesting that he picked up the Dominic rather than the Masher, because the Masher is now available to Raxxaz if he wants that unit. He also has the Praha available. That hasn't been taken yet. But PinkRoid is looking like he is going to get that first turn either with the segment or with the Moore, because that speed lead helps his units take some extra speed.
There we go. Raxxaz drafting up the Praha for his third unit and a second to go. Gets that Escher out. Locks in the Escher. PinkRoid gives him a look in that camera feed. He's like, oh, that's my Escher. And he locks it in. PinkRoid goes with the Leo. Will he draft up an Antares? I'm not sure.
Not sure about the Antares. A Diana will be a little bit better because there is a Praha on the field. But forcing PinkRoid to pivot, that just shows how aggressive a player Raxxaz is. How many players can force PinkRoid to pivot like that? Raxxaz is one of the few.
It wasn't Antares, but it was his brother Douglas. Oh, no! Oh! He brings out that Antares!
Yes. Beautiful!
Oh, that is huge! Oh my god, I'm so excited to see this match. PinkRoid picks up Leah and Antares for his final 2 units. Raxxaz has 1 more pick to go.
I do wonder which unit he'll pick up. A Verdhill would be a decent pickup, or maybe just a really strong fire damage dealer to take out that Antares. Maybe a Ken is a common pick against a Leo as a counter. I don't know if Raxxaz has Ken ruined up though.
He brings out that Miles, possibly thinking of a Leo ban there.
I do think that is the Leo ban. Good call, Killer. Miles is hard countered by Leo. He's giving his game away by signaling that ban, so PinkRoid can decide accordingly. He wants to ban out the water damage dealer.
There we go. Leo and Miles both get the bans. Here we go. Set number 3. It is 1-1. It's anyone's game. They're sitting there having a conversation to each other, these 2 players. Escher, of course, takes that first turn, goes for the buff. Praha follows up. Is it with the Daydream for the predicted future for the strip, or the Daydream for the sleep?
That is really interesting that Escher takes the first turn. It means that Raxxaz's Escher is faster than PinkRoid's Sekhmet. Raxxaz has been farming that Giant's Keep and getting some swift rolls quite nicely there. But yeah, Antares is still on the field, and Antares can just do his thing.
Antares taking me back a few years. It was interesting to see. Antares has already taken 2 turns with his passive. Here we go. Tableau pushing everyone's attack bar back. Changpang, Serious Matter is available. Goes for the pushback. Lands some pushback on some units. Here we go. Escher.
Escher is there, but Antares has not procced for a few turns now. He's a little bit overdue a proc. Escher could... Oh, I told you! I told you!
You spoke too soon. Antares with his passive taking out that Changpang. This is anyone's game still. Oh, Sekhmet landing the reset. Praha does not have her heals available. Dominic. Oh, he's got that improvisation weakness shot. We know it can do some serious damage. Goes into Praha, dealing some serious damage into Praha. Tableau, will he roll a double? No doubles, but double stuns.
No way. This match is so back and forth. The Antares has been slowed and stunned, and the Praha is still on the field. And I do think that I favor Raxxaz in this match right now.
But we still don't know. Still too close. Will this Antares proc a few more turns? Praha with the heal available chooses to opt in with skill 1 damage onto Antares. Tableau goes onto the Dominic, lands no debuffs. Escher with the skill 3 available takes out Antares. Dominic versus 3 units. Praha goes for the Daydream for the heal, lands asleep onto the Dominic. Tableau skill 2. Oh, beautiful stun. There we go. Raxxaz takes it up by 1.21.
Wow. Well, I mean, there we have PinkRoid there trolling us, picking Antares right at the last seconds. And we get so excited about it. But Raxxaz there managed the game beautifully, did it incredibly well. I still think there's a lot of sauce in this one. Anything's possible right now. Let's jump back in and see what PinkRoid has in return against Raxxaz's last performance in the last round. Let's see how they pick and ban. It's back over to Bowser Killer.
Here we go. Match point for Raxxaz. It is 2-1, best of 5. We got the pre-bans coming in any moment now. We got the Maw and the AKA Water right here getting pre-banned.
Well, they've both pre-banned the same unit, but this time they've not pre-banned the same version of the same unit because Raxxaz has pre-banned the Street Fighter version. But of course, that covers the Summoner's War version as well.
Yes, here we go. Raxxaz with the first pick. Also, Raxxaz 2-1 over Pinky. What will Raxxaz draft up as the first unit? Because whatever he takes, Pinky will take the opposite of it.
Well, he has to take the Oliver, doesn't he? He has to. But does he want to compete for speed? He took the Oliver last time and it didn't quite work out. Maybe he's mixing up. Maybe he'll take a Masher, maybe he'll take a Shizuka. Who knows?
Here we go. Only 2 seconds to decide for Raxxaz. What will it be? Locks in the Oliver. PinkRoid taking the Changpang this time around. Changpang and Praha locked in for PinkRoid.
Wow, PinkRoid mixing things up there, digging into 2 units that Raxxaz really likes to draft. I mean, PinkRoid likes to draft those units himself as well, but at the same time, this is going to mean that Raxxaz has to come up with some other strippers to follow up before his Oliver, because 3 of his favorite strippers have been taken away from the field.
Raxxaz going with another speedy Tableau and a Dominic for his 3rd unit and has locked it in. PinkRoid flashing Antares one more time. Both players having a laugh with each other in that camera feed.
Really nice to see 2 really close friends just having some fun. Antares being a very fun unit indeed. And PinkRoid decides he wants the first turn here, Killer.
Yes, very late first turn, deciding later on with the Tomoe for the 3rd unit and Escher for the 4th unit.
I'm really interested to see how this Tomoe performs if she gets left through. She is a strong unit, but at the same time, she's not quite on the level of the Tableau, Dominic, or the Oliver, I would say. She's gonna, if she's on Despair, she's gonna need to get some lucky stuns and make sure the other units kind of carry for the Tomoe.
It's all about the execution. Here we go. Raxxaz picking up 2 very strong unit, Mars and Masha, for his 4th and 5th pick. PinkRoid has 1 slot to fill, fills it up with Shizuka, but he always changes his mind. No, he's locked it in. Shizuka has been locked in. Bans. What are we going to see?
Well, if Raxxaz wants the first turn, he's going to have to ban out that Escher, because then he's definitely getting the first turn, no matter what PinkRoid bans. PinkRoid is really, really tough. There's so many units worth banning. Oliver is a decent ban, the Masher is a decent ban, the Dominic might be the most decent ban, and there's Tableau as well. Honestly, I can't decide. Maybe the... Oh, no.
If I was deciding, I'll ban out all the 5 units on Raxxaz's side.
Yep.
We've got the Escher ban and the Oliver ban. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Match point for Raxxaz. It is 2-1. Will there be a comeback from PinkRoid, world finalist from last year? Here we go. Miles taking that first turn. Spin, grab, shot. Which unit will he direct? Goes into Shizuka resistance. No strip. Masha follows up on Raxxaz's side. Where will he direct that damage?
Well, that resistance was huge. Not being able to stun Shizuka means that PinkRoid is going to be able to take the next turn. And PinkRoid needs to land these strips.
Oh, Praha with the predicted future, stripping 3 out of 4 units. Changpeng with the serious matter follows up. Oh, Tomoe stripping that Masha immunity. Shizuka has the chance for all things in nature. Opts in with skill 1. Tomoe skill 3, pushing that. Is it the Karma onto all the other units?
Yeah, and the skill 1, of course, it strips and stuns. A nice strip on the Masher. Tomoe actually a really solid counter into Masher because the strip on both skill 1 and skill 2 the turn cycle, and actually Tomoe synergizes really nicely with Shizuka as well to give the enemy a lot more debuffs.
There we go, plenty of debuffs on Raxxaz's side. PinkRoid sitting pretty comfortable right now with all those buffs. Tomoe, additional turn, goes on to the Masha, gets the stun with the skill 1. Praha goes with the Daydream for the heal and the sleep on Raxxaz's side.
Indeed, PinkRoid is looking in a really, really good position. Raxxaz is going to need to get really lucky, or maybe if PinkRoid manages to run out of cooldowns. But that is really difficult with the control that Tomoe and Shizuka and, of course, the Changpeng provide. PinkRoid looks like he may well take this match to a decider, and it's going to be really, really exciting indeed.
Changpeng, serious matter, taking out that Tableau, putting Dominic Miles very, very on low health. Tomoe with the stun again, turn cycling, crazy turn cycling from this Tomoe on Violent. Praha taking out that Masha, not looking too good on Raxxaz. PinkRoid with a comeback.
Yeah, huge comeback. And indeed, Raxxaz had the Oliver lead. He had 2 units that moved before the rest of PinkRoid's team, but it didn't matter because PinkRoid was all willed up and was able to make that comeback with the Praha and the Changpeng.
2-2.
Absolutely unbelievable scenes. You said that many times today, and that is exactly. I think PinkRoid's going to do it. Fellas, what are we saying? Bows?
Oh,
I'll go Raxxaz.
Yeah, you're Raxxaz. Okay, all right, here we go. So
PinkRoid.
it's split.
I changed.
He's changed.
One of them.
Fickle, this one. He's very fickle. Right, we jump back in. It's 2-2. Everything comes down to this. Whoever gets through here to this next round in finals is guaranteed at least $5,000 today.
Exactly.
Whatever happens. So
Yes.
a lot on the line here. We're jumping in. Massive stuff. It's Raxxaz versus PinkRoid for the Europe Cup final.
The decider to move on to the finals. Who will it be, Raxxaz or PinkRoid? Pre-bans are in. We've got the Oliver and the Valantis. PinkRoid very, very quickly picking up that more. Raxxaz responding with the Tableau and the Changpeng very quickly as well.
Interesting stuff. I wonder if PinkRoid should have considered picking the Changpeng on turn 1, because that is a unit that I feel like almost every time whoever gets Changpeng has won the match. Not just in this matchup, but in many, many matchups earlier today. But Moore is also an excellent pick because he had the speed lead on top of his strip.
There we go. PinkRoid drafting up that Shizuka and a Charlotte. We haven't seen him use a Charlotte.
Yeah.
Brings out that Charlotte, locks it in. Just shows how amazing and how flexible these guys' room box is, and locks in that Charlotte. Raxxaz taking the time he has available to draft up his 3rd and 4th unit. What will it be? I'm very curious to see. Raxxaz goes with the Jemaya and the Praha.
I really like to see this Charlotte. I'm really curious. Some players use Charlotte on Swift, some of them they use on Violent. I think a Violent one is probably what we're signaling, is being signaled right now, because the Moore is probably going to move before the Charlotte. PinkRoid is going to need to think about some other second AoE stripper and maybe a second source of crowd control, unless he just goes with this Leo pick, which is possibly a must ban. I am not sure. Maybe he'll pick up a Diana.
Both players having a lot of fun. He drafted up that Antares as a joke, had a laugh, then took him out, switched him out for Cigar and Leo for his 4th and 5th pick. PinkRoid has locked in Cigar and Leo. Raxxaz has one more spot to fill.
I really like the Cigar pick. I think Raxxaz is going to pick a wind unit because of how heavy PinkRoid is on wind. Sorry, a fire unit rather. A fire unit probably, because of how heavy PinkRoid is on wind. He has a couple of choices, maybe a Masher, maybe a Vert Hill, maybe even something like a Ken. Let's see which one he decides to pick.
There we go. He picks up a Dominic. Dominic doesn't care about Elemental.
True,
yes,
true.
Yes, so it's like a fire unit that he's picked up.
Dominic is all of the elements,
And
as you say,
For
Killer.
the bands, what are we going to see, boss?
Well, Changpeng would be a good ban. Having that Jamaya Tableau combination on the field is going to be tricky, though. Raxxaz will probably ban out the Leo because Leo counters all of his drafts so nicely. Who's going to take that first turn, though? Is there Swift Charlotte? How fast is that more?
Leo gets the ban. Changpeng gets the ban. Tableau speed lead. And another speed lead for PinkRoid with the more. Here we go. This is the decider. They're having a laugh and look at each other. Love the friendship here. We got Cigar moving first. We got the Great and Sword and Shot with skill 3. Will he use it? Goes with the skill 3. Oh, misses the provoke.
Ooh. Nice speed from PinkRoid on the Cigar and on the more. That is huge. I think PinkRoid is going to take this match unless some kind of huge comeback comes from the Jamaya resisting.
There we go. Shizuka putting up that 2-turn immunity on all of PinkRoid's side. Jamaya with the skill 1 onto the Cigar. Charlotte goes for the stun. Lands the stun out of 2 out of 4 units. Dominic has a chance to take out a unit, possibly here if he gets an additional turn.
Oh!
Gets the additional turn. Goes onto Charlotte. Charlotte taking some good hits. But we know this more has some power in his punch.
Oh my goodness, this match is crazy!
Praha
Wow!
predicted. Oh, Daydream with the heal.
It's not over yet, Killer. It's not over yet because Raxxaz has the sustain and PinkRoid does not have any sustain. This Charlotte is looking a little bit unhealthy, and at the same time, PinkRoid has already used his cooldown skills, and Raxxaz has not
Charlotte
used all
needs
of
a
his
sleep
cooldown
here.
skills.
No sleep from Charlotte there. Feel like I'm watching the World Finals right now. Birthplace 2-2. Tableau takes a turn, rolls a double.
Oh!
Oh, wow, onto the Cigar. Oh, no additional turn. Dominic has a chance. Oh, this is still anyone's game. Dominic, where will you deal your damage? Possibly that Cigar.
Oh my goodness. He could try and take out the Cigar. I don't know if he has enough damage to take out the
Nothing.
Cigar.
Oh, rolling spike. We saw more damage coming out very, very seriously earlier at the beginning of this match. Shizuka, additional turn, no additional turn.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. Weakness shot coming from Dominic. Which unit will he take out?
Probably the Cigar because he doesn't have the Soul Protect on him, but that means Charlotte is going to be able to use her skills, and Charlotte is a very, very nice unit indeed.
Wow, this is so close. Charlotte pushing back everyone's attack bar, giving an attack bar increase for PinkRoid's side. Past life spell onto herself. Shizuka, skill 2, stun.
Oh!
Manages a stun on everyone. Everyone was stunned, missing a turn for the Tableau. Stun from Despair, Ryu.
Oh my goodness.
This proud.
What a match. So back and forth.
Yes, back and forth the whole time. Dominic missing a turn. This is very crucial. All things in nature changing the game. Charlotte skill 1 sleep, misses the sleep more. Rolling
That's it,
spike.
Killer. That's it.
Wow.
What a match.
Wow.
Charlotte surviving by the skin of her teeth.
Wow. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up from PinkRoid
Wow.
to Raxxaz. 2 good friends. Take the win.
That was awesome! What a great match!